Hey guys, this is 4J25, and we are back with some more Kerbal Space Program. Last episode we leveled up 3 tiers in the research area, and we're going to shoot for one of these next. Not quite sure what, but I think our next goal is going to be to get in orbit, so let's head into the VAB. Alright, so we are now in the VAB, so still got the same command pod. Let's grab some new stuff. Let's see, that's new. That's a new science instrument we've got. Did we unlock the materials bay? We did. Do we need that though? I don't think we need that. We got this, so we could use that. Really is a good question. Do we? Okay, let's get a materials bay. I don't know how heavy it is. It's okay. Yeah, throw that on there. Open that up, and then let's throw some science in there, I guess, because I don't really know how hot this stuff gets, or how much heat this stuff can take, rather. So we'll put that in there, and we'll put that in there, because I think those can burn off. This, you know, we'll just put it in here, just to make things more convenient, I suppose. Right there look good? That's probably good enough. And we'll put another one on the bottom. Right about there. Yeah, looks good to me. You know what, we'll throw... Oh, we can't side mount them. Let's put 2 more on either side here. That looks good to me. And then should close. We got everything in there. Okay. So now let's add some fuel for this stage. You know what? We're gonna get some thermal stuff going. So that's our main capsule right there. Add a parachute and how about a drogue? Just to slow our descent a little bit, because you know we had issues with that last time. We don't have anything there yet. Okay, so we can get a decoupling, or a decoupler. Throw that on there, get that, and then if we have the engine that I'm thinking of, which we don't, real quick I'm going to add another fuel tank. Alright, so we want this, so we got a little bit of gimbal. Electrical, we don't have anything there yet. Okay, so that's a good maneuvering stage while we're doing space stuff. Let's throw another decoupler on there and build our ascent stage. I don't think we want to go that tall. We are going to want some winglets probably. Well, let's see. Let's drag this up a little bit. So we got these, which these, I think I'm going to use 2 of these. So we're going to throw the Reliant on there, because I think that does good. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So then we'll throw some, we're throwing everything today. We'll throw 2 decouplers here on the side, and then grab 2 of these thumpers. Why? I don't know. Let's, I don't think this will affect too much. I just kind of want that to be a little more even. Or even, yeah, that's fine right there. We've got a nose cone now, right? Yes, so that will come in handy. So, I don't know if this is really going to make it to space. We're really just I'm just trying to get an orbit here. But, yeah, this looks good. I don't know. I could do all the math behind everything, but it's a little meh. So let's name it. I think that we're at the point where we can start naming them somewhat competent names, so we'll call this Orbiter Mark 1. That sounds good to me. So, are we missing anything? Let's get our staging done as well. So, I did just realize that that could become a problem. We don't have any gimbal on this engine right here, but we'll see what we can do. So we'll do both of those at the same time. Then that all checks out. We want the drogue to go first, so that'll be this. Oh, not the whole stage. Drogue, then main. Okay. I think I'm gonna save that, and we are ready. Let's hit the launch pad. All right, we're on the launch pad. I should have brought Bill, because I think he's a scientist. What's that do? No. And he can, you know, once you use up these canisters, but we got 4 of them, so we should be fine. But once you use them up, he can reset them. Without further ado, let's turn on SAS. We'll throttle about half-ish, and we'll see how this goes. Alright. We can probably throttle that down a lot. Like a lot. Okay. This is going pretty good so far. Oh yeah, okay. We are going extremely fast. Wow. We do not need to be going this fast. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Okay. Separate. And start. Oh goodness. Well, I guess that'll... Oh! Let's start our gravity turn. Okay. Yeah, okay. I need to start getting back into the basics of this. Maybe do some practice runs. Okay. Let's start our sloppy gravity turn here. What's our... Oh my goodness, okay. We're just gonna kind of stop and fast forward, cause wow, yeah, we did a thing. I think I might have overdone things a little bit, actually. There we go, and we're now in space, or the edge of space. We're pretty much there. Okay, so let's get this going. We want to kind of keep our apoapsis ahead of us. We don't want to cross over it just yet. Alright. Oh, science! That's a thing we can do as well. We don't have any transmission devices on here, so we're just going to have to simply keep everything. We'll take this, log that, sure, and log that. Awesome, and then we'll take one of these. Well, I guess we already did that. We'll keep it anyways. So the bottom one is the one we did. Okay. Oh, let's try and... keep that up. Alright, so we're just about to run out of fuel. Oh, let's close that, even though it doesn't really matter. We're about to run out of fuel on this one, so we'll... stage. Okay, I feel like we can probably have that pretty low. Yeah, there we go. Okay, slowly but surely we're getting into an orbit here. Oh. Technically we don't, well, technically we have an orbit, but we need to get that up above the atmosphere. So let's fast forward a little bit till we get to our apoapsis again, or overshoot it, whichever works. And then, let's see. So now we are in orbit, a sustained orbit. There we go, and it's not perfect, but it's pretty close. Okay, how about that? We got our first ship in orbit. we're just kind of doing it for the heck of it. Got plenty of fuel to deorbit. I wasn't even checking that. So let's do some more science. We'll do a crew report. Never mind. I guess we already did that as well. We've really gotten about as much science as we can get here. We can do an EVA report. We've also done that. Okay. Let's see if I can remember the controls here. Is it J something? Okay, I don't quite remember. It's like... okay, we're not going to try that. Don't want to lose Jebediah. Also don't want to lose the science in here. Will these give us anything else? Not really. So we've done pretty much all of the experiments we can do now here in low orbit. You know, we're actually going to go ahead and deorbit now that we've done just about everything we can. Alright, so we'll shoot for a daytime landing. So we'll slip around back here, I guess. That music was nice and loud. So we'll go ahead and burn retrograde here. Get down to about 25. 25 sounds good to me, and then we'll just carry on until we enter the atmosphere, which is now. So we're now in the atmosphere, but it's still going to be a while until we actually start experiencing any atmospheric effects. And our periapsis is dropping slowly but surely. Alright, so I think we're about to come into re-entry and start getting the thermal effects. Our periapsis is dropping quite a bit faster now. I'm assuming we'll land somewhere in here, I guess. I would think. But let's go back to this. Oh, yep, here we go. Oh, goodness. So let's do that, and then face that. I'm really good at this. Alright. Oh, we can jettison that. Interesting. I don't think we'll need to do that. What does that say? Oh. Can't read it, really. Let's turn off SAS so we kind of naturally... There we go. Oh well, at least with this we can say that our experiments are definitely safe in there. And so is Jebediah. So as soon as we can deploy the drogue chute, we'll do that. And then as soon as we can deploy the other chute, we'll deploy that as well. But as for now, we will just experience the beautiful thing that is re-entry in Kerbal Space Program. Real quick though, let's check the map. And looks like at this rate we're probably going to be landing more or less just off the coast here. Obviously, not that great at estimating. As I said, we'd be landing somewhere in here, but it's moving closer and closer this direction. So, let's... Oh yeah. That heat shield is really proving to be pretty good though. Look at that. Wow. Yeah, I think it's a good thing we brought that along. You know, I probably could have gone in at a steeper angle into the atmosphere, but this way we get to see more of this. I mean, who doesn't want to see more of that? Alright, I can just now see that land there, which I'm presuming is this stuff, something over there. Apparently my signal can go straight through the ocean, which is nice. We're going to be a little farther off the coast than I thought we would be. That is a-okay though. There's the ocean down there. Wow, it actually looks a lot closer than you'd think. And we are slowing down, and our re-entry effects are decreasing. Alright, deploy the drogue chute. That was probably a malplacement on my part. Is malplacement a word? Probably. That is not centered, but it's whatever. Do we want to jettison that just to kind of see? Oh, ablator, ablator, I don't know what. I guess that's the material on the heat shield. That's kind of cool that actually has a value. Oh yeah, this drogue chute. Yeah, that did some stuff. All right, and it is safe to deploy our main chute, so this will do that as well. That'll even us out slightly. Yeah, I think we're going to jettison this just to see what happens. Oh, it's just going to chill. That's nice. Alright, so our drogue chute should deploy right about now. There we go. There goes poor little heat shield. Goodbye. Wow, it still hasn't hit the water. And there you go, that hit the water. And now our main chute has deployed, so I'm gonna go ahead and speed things up until we get down to just about the ocean, or just right above the ocean. Alright, coming in for a splashdown. We're gonna go ahead and cut this, so we don't really need that anymore. And here we go. Splash down. Awesome. So now we can go ahead and recover this. Okay, 33 science earned. Not actually, that's a bit more than I expected I'd get. Alright. Not bad. So we'll go ahead and head into research and development and not be able to afford anything. Awesome. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to... Do we have any spaceplane parts? I don't believe we do. We do not have any spaceplane parts. Okay. Okay, so back in the VAB, I think we're going to go ahead and design a new rocket. Purpose? Collect more science from higher up in Kerbin's sphere of influence, as well as maybe do a moon flyby. We'll see. I'm gonna go ahead and throw 2 tanks on the, well, let's see. Let's get the service bay, because I liked that. That worked out nicely. Let's throw in some sciencey stuff. And we can just throw these on there, I guess. Doesn't really matter. Or you know what? We'll get Bill to come with us so you can reset those. So we'll just need 2 of them. Well, really just 1, but 2 for the heck of it. This time we are going to put a radar antenna communications device on, because I want to be able to transmit stuff. I know it's not a necessity, but it is something that I want. I think putting this on the side should be fine. So we'll throw that on there. Or you know what? We'll use... These have... what do we got? I think... Yeah, okay, basically the same. So we'll put this on, and then we'll try and turn it. There, that looks good. Extend that. That'll be cool. Alright, so electrical, we don't really have much of that. So that would be the only problem with transmitting, is that we don't have very much power. So these, I think, can also be reset if they need to be. But we are going to, you know, we're going to put a few, actually. So let's put 3 of each. That sounds like a good number to me. Something like that, because we're going to want to, and you know what, same with these, because we don't have an experiment bay yet, which is something that we want, because you can store experiments in that. So, unless you can store stuff in here, I'm not sure. Like I said, just now coming back to this after a while. So, we got that. That is our main capsule. Let's throw a heat shield on there. Also, what size is this? Oh, that's a little baby heat shield. Awesome. Also, that got placed up inside of there. Or something. It's whatever. Shroud. Okay. Moving on to decoupling. Awesome. Let's throw 2 of these on there, and then we'll get the swivel. Well, what has a better thrust in vacuum? This does, but I want to say, you know, we're gonna try this. I don't know what kind of difference that's going to make from last time, but we'll see. That is not what I wanted to do. Okay, so throw that up there, and then we'll add. We're gonna add quite a bit of this, like maybe that, and then see how that doesn't have as much thrust as that. So we're gonna have to play around with this. That is, yeah, okay, and then we'll throw on. Again, we're throwing everything. 2 of these, because these got us, you know, pretty far on the initial launch, so I think that'll be fine. We'll move them down again. Put that on there, and then throw some winglets on it to aid in control, and I think we're good there. Let's get our crew. We're gonna throw you out. We're gonna throw Bob in there. Awesome. So now I've got a scientist aboard, and I don't think we need anything else. Oh yeah, drogue chute. We're gonna want that. Science we're covered. Communications covered. We don't have any of that. We're covered with that. I don't know if we really need this yet. Should we? We're not gonna land. So payload. Okay, I think we are ready for another launch. So let's see. Let's name this. We'll call it Orbiter Mark II, simply because it's practically the same exact design, but it's supposed to go farther. And let's also probably change some of this. So this separate, that separates. Go, good. And then drogue chute before main chute. Awesome. Save and launch. Alright, so we are on the launch pad. Let's turn on SAS. We'll do a little bit less throttle this time. Right about there, about 1/3. And we will go. And we're actually going to throttle that down even more. In fact, I think if we just have it there, it'll give us some governance on the gimbaling, so we can control it a little better. Alright, so again we sped up quite a bit, but now we can start our gravity turn. Of course those exploded. Whoa, we are spinning a little bit. Not uncommon for such a tall ship. But I think this time we are doing a little better, or a little more, I guess we're being a little more efficient. I'm not quite sure. We probably want that down a little bit, I would assume. We probably want to turn a lot more this way. There we go. I like that better. Now the less throttle we use, the less gimbling power we have, but at the same time, I guess we'll conserve fuel. Which is nice. It's always nice. I think there's about as far over as I'm gonna go. Let's actually throttle up a little bit. Or not. I don't think that's really changing much. Let's go to our prograde marker and see what that helps us with. We're still doing good on fuel. We just gotta get up to at least 70,000. Or, well, at least 71,000 or so. And 70,000, and we'll go to 72,000 just to play it safe. Well, actually, there's probably good. There. Okay, and then we will pretty quickly approach that, I would assume. Music should start playing. There we go. I can start burning prograde against that. And begin to circularize and create an orbit. Or I guess really create it in the first place. We're probably going to run out of fuel here very soon. Yep, there goes that, so we'll go ahead and get that out of there, and we'll turn that way down. So I really don't think we're going to need that much thrust. Nope. But that is running out extremely quickly. Would any of these benefit us at the moment? No. Not at all. Oh, goodness. We really didn't need that much thrust, did we? Go ahead and speed up a little bit. Dang. We already practically have an orbit. Let's just get that circularized real quick. Circularized. Oh, goodness, okay. That was fast. Okay, so we're in orbit. I don't know if we have enough delta V to get to the moon. I really don't even know how to calculate that, to be perfectly honest. Add maneuver. Okay, we could leave if we want. Let's drag this around, I guess, and just see. Okay, we could do that. I kind of wouldn't mind coming back, though. Like that. Except kind of make it bigger? Okay, I like that. Because if we look, then our periapsis will actually get us... Yeah, that'll just land us. And then we come into a pretty close encounter with the moon, but how much will that take? 16 seconds. We're gonna shoot for it. We may never get Bill back, but we're going to try, because we want the moon very badly. And if all else fails, we can get some samples from high above Kerbal. Okay, so we are creeping in on our node here. We'll go ahead and at about 10 seconds we'll start a slight burn. So we'll get a feel for how much we really need to burn. We might not have enough to do this. Although at the same time we might. I think we can do it. Oh, okay. So we drastically changed things. Let's burn the other way for a second. I guess... Oh goodness. What have we done? I'm gonna... Can I add a maneuver and get that to change? Uh-oh. I may have just doomed him. Okay. Well, we're going to the moon, I know that. What if I... Okay. This is bad. This is very bad. Let's add a maneuver here and see... Oh, okay. No, I don't want to orbit the moon. I want to leave it and go back to Kerbal. How hard would that be? Quite, I guess. Any way we can amend this? Oh, here we go. Okay, this is something that I can live with. Here, let's... Right there? I mean, we're still encountering it, right? Let's try that. See if we can fix our mistakes. We just want to get... Oh yeah, Bob, not Bill. I want to get Bob back in one piece. Okay, so I time warped too much and missed the burn. But let's... just kind of do a thing. Hey! Okay, we're good! We did it! We are going to go do a distant flyby of the moon and come back. I'm happy with that. And since we are so high above Kerbal now, I'm going to also do some stuff. Do we want to do a crew report here? Yeah, we'll do a crew report here. We'll also do the EVA, because once we get enough science, we'll be able to do this easier. And we won't have to do all this stuff. So let's board and open. We'll do one of the goo canisters. Awesome. 15 science. And then we'll do one of each of these. Alright. We are making bank. Let's close this back up and then speed on over to the moon. Alright, so just checking the experiments, and it looks like we can do this again and get just about the same amount, so we'll go ahead and do these all over again. There we go. We'll just keep the crew report the same. Let's get a little closer to the moon. Okay, here we come on our quote-unquote moon encounter. We're very far from it, but this will count as science from high above the moon, I would think. There we go. So now we are going above the moon. We can go back into here and look at it. Ah, there it is. It's as close as we've ever been. Well, this will be the closest we've ever been, but we'll go a little closer to that. And somehow we still have a radio signal, which doesn't really matter since we've got Bob piloting the ship here. And we will, real quick, grab high over the moon. Sweet. Or mun. Should I be saying mun? Probably. Which one did we not use? This one. Keep that. And we will do another goo canister. We only really needed 3 of those, but, you know. Awesome. We're bringing home a lot of science. Hello, Mun. How nice to see you. Be your acquaintance. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and speed through this. Oh goodness. Okay. Hold your horses. And we're back in orbit. Orbit over Corbin. Corbin over... Orbit over Kerbal. Whew. Okay, so that's a little higher than I thought it would have been. So we're just gonna burn a little retrograde. Also, let's see if we can use up that last goo canister. Can we? And will it give us a decent amount? It will. Awesome. Awesome sauce. Do we want to do EVA? No, we already did that. So there's Mun right there. And there's Kerbal. Oh, that's cool. That's very cool. This game is so pretty. Awesome. Oh yeah, that's right. Let's do that little retrograde burn so that our approach is a little lower in altitude. Doesn't need to be exact. We've got a somewhat decent amount of fuel to do it. Well, that's fine by me. Okay, awesome. And now we will just head on back. Where is it? Where'd the planet go? I lost it. There it is. So we'll go ahead and head on back. Okay, and here we come. We're going pretty damn fast. I will say that. Wonder if I could even slow us down by burning retrograde. I don't think it really matters. We should be fine. And goodbye music. We are now re-entering the atmosphere. So, you know what? I think I'll burn off the rest of this fuel just to slow us down a little bit. Goodbye. And goodbye. Okay, and we are entering. Let's go ahead and... Okay, we're going to actually turn on SAS because I can't seem to hold it steady. We're using up that bladder. Someone tell me how to pronounce that, or I'll just look it up. But whatever it is, we're using it up pretty fast. But I think we'll be fine, because we are going through the atmosphere pretty fast. I also keep bumping the pop filter. I hope that's not making too much noise. Just getting very excited here. We'll do a few spins for style. Awesome. We never even end up using the antenna. Also, what's burning up? Is it scientific instruments or what? Are those burning up? I heard explosions. That may have been the stage that we dropped, though. I'm hoping it was. Because I don't know if you remember, but when, yeah, everything seems to be in there. When we were, I was putting the heat shield on there, it kind of clipped. I don't know if it's actually clipped, but it sure looked like it. It's a very exciting re-entry that was. But we survived. We'll go ahead and keep the heat shield on this time, just as an added measure of protection for the materials bay. And we're coming in, so drogue chute can open. That'll slow us down a good deal. Oh, and we can open this too. Well, let's do it then. Awesome. So then I will meet you when we are at a lower altitude. Alright, coming in on 3,000 meters, and this should deploy at 2,500. There we go. And then this should deploy at 1,000. We are going to land on one of these two areas. I can't tell if we're going to land on land or on water. It's, well, I guess water. All I had to do was pan straight up, so here comes the main parachute. deployment. Awesome. This area we're in is kind of cool as well. I like this ring thing. I don't know what to call it. But I'll go ahead and speed up until we get down towards the ocean. Alright, we are now below 100 meters, coming in for a water landing. We'll go ahead and cut this as well. Don't really need that. Oh, but it does make us speed up a little bit. I don't think that's enough to damage anything. Awesome. Safe landing. And I do like this area we're in, and I bet I could do an experiment and you know, collect the data because it's a different biome, but we'll save all that exploration for another day. In the meantime, let's recover this. Alright, we got 140 science, almost 141. That is awesome. So we can go ahead and look into some things. So we can get 3 things. Possibly 4? No, I think we can just get 3. So I'm thinking of getting the aviation one, because then we can fly around and look at all the different biomes. That's, you know what? That's one we're going to get for sure. We could buy one of these. I don't think we're going to do that. Flight control. This could be helpful. Now this could be even more helpful. So okay. We don't really need these, and these we don't get any larger lifting thingies with that. Okay, you know what? We're gonna get this because we get the Science Junior, so that's an added science bonus. We get, I guess, a bigger antenna, but we get batteries and a probe as well. So that's, oh, we get the experiment storage unit as well. That's definitely something we're gonna get. And then we can get one more thing. It says we could get that, but we really can't, so I don't know why it says we can. Oh. Okay. Interesting. I don't think we really need either of those. So do we want advanced rocketry, general construction, or flight control? I think I'm going to go... Well, you know what? Since we're going to do a little bit of a flying mission next episode and collect some data from around Kerbal, I think we might want flight control, because that way we can use some of these, which don't come with this. Yep, we're going to go ahead and get flight control, and then next time we'll get... Can we research this? Okay, if we can research that, then okay. I didn't think so. Okay, but next episode, the first thing we'll get is this. I guess we'll get this, and then we'll decide what we want here. So we've almost knocked out another tier of science research, but we're going to go ahead and call it here. We made some good progress. This is 4J25, out.